All right, Coach. Whenever you want to start us off with an opening statement, and then we'll go into questions.
Man, I don't know where to go with this one. A lot running through me tonight. What a special night for the old coach, to say goodbye to these 6 seniors in Diddle Arena, to have a chance to win an outright regular season conference championship, which again, I'll never quit saying this. I think it's so much more difficult to win a regular season championship than it is a tournament. And I'm so proud of our players for grinding and doing that. And then to do it on homecoming weekend in front of so many of our former players that have played here at WKU, just a lot of emotion for me, and so very proud of everything that happened tonight and everything that this program is about, and glad to top it off with a championship. So with that, I'll take questions.
Yes, Coach. What does this mean to the seniors, and what did you talk to them, or what did you say to them after the game, after you won that last set?
I have to tell you the truth, I haven't had a chance to really talk to those seniors yet. We talked before the game about let's hold the emotion as best we can. To the end, you never know how kids are going to handle the emotion of senior day. Sometimes kids raise up and play at a higher level. Some kids are just trying to hang on and keep their emotions in check. And with such a big group of them, I figured we'd get a mixed bag, and I think we probably did. But I loved, we didn't play, I thought we played with a little bit edgy. We didn't play great, smooth volleyball for a lot of the match, but we played hard and we competed. And so I'm really, really pleased with how they hung in there.
You went down early in that third set, you called the timeout, and your team kind of rallied after that. I guess, what did you say to them in that huddle, and then what did you see from your team after that?
Well, again, we are one of the top offensive teams in the country, and we had a stretch there where we didn't play very good offense. And so I called a timeout, and I just tried to remind all of our kids, what they needed to do to be successful offensively, go through progressions, making good decisions, taking care of the ball, doing all those kinds of things. And it's unusual for us to have a bad stretch because of offense, and that's what happened right there. So I just wanted to take a minute to catch our breath and settle in offensively, because I thought our back row play was tremendous today. That's one of the best matches I've ever seen Logan Cale play. And Hallie Shelton dug a ton of balls, and I thought our back row players were tremendous tonight. I thought they were good from beginning to end. And most nights we're really, really good offensively and do a solid job defensively. Tonight, I thought we were really, really good defensively and then did a solid job offensively. We had offensive players. Kalen Jackson was another kid that was, from an offensive standpoint, that was just phenomenal tonight. Different kids react in different ways, and, it's what drives me nuts as a coach. If you look at last night's box score and lay it beside tonight's, you see kids that had very different games, and that's what makes me lose sleep at night sometimes.
I guess going into Charlotte next week, right? Could you see your team do better from this performance or this weekend's performance, and then how do you settle those emotions down after homecoming? You go on the road and play Charlotte.
Yeah, well, this weekend was about keeping emotions in check and executing. Next weekend is going to flat out be about toughness. We are now going to Charlotte, and we're playing them on their senior weekend. And they're going to be a team that's going to be hungry, still fighting for positioning in the conference tournament, and they have some more than capable talents out there. So I think it's a great time and a great test for our team to go into tournament time, because we will get the absolute best that they have next weekend, and we need to understand that's what's coming from here on out.
A couple questions for me then. We've now won 13 of 15 possible conference championships joining Conference USA.
Can you say that again?
13 of 15. What does it take to be that dominant? What have you strived for within your team that's made that result?
It takes culture. It takes kids that love being a part of the program they're in. That's what it takes. I mean, you got to have talent, but a lot of people have talent. It takes kids that will allow themselves to be coached. It takes kids that will trust and believe in the coaching staff and trust and believe in each other and love each other all the time and tolerate each other all the time, because it's not always easy. And but it just takes a culture that gets handed down from year to year. And you know, our freshmen this year have learned more from our 6 seniors than they have learned from me. And you know, so it's just a testament to culture. If you think that we have some huge advantage here at Western Kentucky, you're missing the point. You know, it's about something that more money and conference affiliation and all those things can't touch. It's about, you know, everybody talks about all the things that are outside that locker room, and our program is about everything that's inside that locker room. And as long as we remain that way, we will always have a chance. I can't tell you, you've never heard me sit in front of you at the beginning of a year and tell you we were going to win a conference championship. I always say, I want to give us a chance to win a conference championship. And these kids have continued to believe in each other and buy into what this program is about.
Yeah. Continuing off that, you mentioned our 6 seniors. They all joined our program at different times. 2 transfers, a couple of 5th years. What does it say about them in this program that they were all able to come together and help, buy into this culture and build what we have?
Yeah, well, I think part of it is the way we recruit. Part of it is I'll never be hijacked by talent in recruiting. Because a kid is really talented doesn't qualify them to play at Western Kentucky. I'll never be hijacked by a kid's talent. A kid's got to have talent, obviously, when you look at the talent that's out there on the court. But it's about a character, in these kids, and it's about a buy-in in these kids. And, they're all kids that came here, and they're all very different, and they come from different backgrounds, and they've walked different paths, but they share one thing, and that's high character and a willingness to be a part of something instead of it needing to be about them on any given day. They want to be a part of something. We always talk about we all win rings or none of us do. And this has been the ultimate challenge to our culture with 18 kids on our roster this year. And I'm really, really proud to see how together this group of 18 is 3 months into this season.
And then final question, I kind of asked you about this last night, but now that you've lived it, what was it like having your alumni night on senior night, being able to celebrate another championship with all your alumni here?
It means more to me than winning trophies and rings, I'll tell you that. Just the only reason I liked winning a trophy tonight was to be able to do it with them. To be able to do it with our alumni, not in front of our alumni, but with our alumni, because they're a part of this program. And they've been, the kids that are here now don't come here without the successes that came before them. And it is a tremendous, tremendous feeling for me that a kid that I coached 14 years ago can walk in the door and I feel like she was in our gym yesterday. And so it's just a really, really special opportunity where everything kind of fell in place that allowed a big part of this family to win a championship together on the same night.